Hey, what's going on? Eric Ortina, Texas Barndominiums. So you guys seem to be enjoying this horror stories from construction. So I got another one for you. If you missed the other ones, check out this video link right here. All right, so this happened about 10 years ago. At the time I was a concrete contractor, and we are doing a foundation in Canyon Lake, Texas, okay? So we are literally building on the side of a hill. When one side of the foundation, you'd walk in, it was only a foot off the ground. The other side was 22 feet off the ground. Now that's not really a problem. The big problem is we are supposed to pour a monolithic foundation. What does that mean? Is we cannot pour the beams or the perimeter or stem walls or anything. We have to do everything in one pour, okay? Monolithic. Not a problem. We've done that before. Let's do it, right? So, you know, we come in, we set the forms. I mean, and we are way off the ground. I mean, 22 feet. We built that thing all the way up, and then we built the dirt up. We bag it, you know, with plastic bags, and then we would put expanded metal, or not expanded metal, but like that mesh, wire mesh that you use for concrete. You layer that in there, you know, back, you know, 20, 30 feet, and then you keep putting dirt on there, and that keeps it from coming apart, right? That's kind of how you support the dirt. So we did this. We brought it all the way up 22 feet, okay? Now everything was going great until it started raining. And it was like that rain in Forrest Gump. It rained for days. It would come sideways, up and down, from the bottom up. It just rained. Typically that would not be a problem. However, it soaked all that dirt. We had it covered, but you know, it goes through the plastic, goes in those beams, and it just soaked for like 4 days. And it finally quit raining. I didn't go that day. My guys went out there and they sent me a picture. What happened is all that dirt got wet and it literally avalanched onto the forms. And when they got there, all they saw was a pile of mud on top of forms. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. The entire thing came down. So, I mean, what to do, right? So they called me up, sent me some pictures. And I said, well, scoop it out of the way and build it up again. So, I mean, I mean, at the time I was a young company, and it really hurt. But I said, you know what? We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done right. So just scoop everything out of the way. We got more dirt and we built it back again, okay? Now, it didn't stop raining. That's the problem, right? I mean, it quit for a day or two and then it rained again. So we built it back up. The saving grace that we had is we did not have rebar in there when it collapsed, right? So now we tie all the rebar. And again, remember, one side is 22 feet tall. And you know, there's only about a foot. You know, we actually built it 14 inches wide, that beam, just in case it settled or anything, because we need to make sure we had the 12 inches. So then the inspector comes, you know, about 2 days before the pour, the pre-pour inspection. And there is a piece of rebar about 5 feet down that he wants us to tie. And we get there and we notice down there that that beam is no longer 14 inches. It's starting to close in, right? So I tear that plastic and I look under there, and we have cracks about this big on the dirt. The only thing holding that together now is the wire. So obviously he wants to go inside that beam and tie the rebar. Nobody's crazy enough to do that. So we said, look, man, we can throw rebar down in there. When we start pouring, we can throw bars in there, whatever. We're not getting down in there. It's not gonna happen. So he finally agreed and says, fine, whenever you pour, you can do that. I said, the problem is we have a chance of rain tomorrow. I said, can I go ahead and pour the walls and then come back next week and pour the rest of it? He said, nope, you have to pour it all at once. So now I have a decision to make, okay? Because I know it's gonna rain the next day. And it wasn't a heavy rain, but it was, you know, cold front was coming in. So it's gonna be a light rain, it was gonna be cold, but it was gonna be raining. And I'm already seeing that the dirt is wanting to go again. So now I have to decide what to do. I thought about it, talked to my finishers, and I said, look, man, I cannot afford to lose this thing again. So we went ahead and poured. We poured in the rain. I mean, again, it was a light rain, but we poured. And it rained. We started pouring like at 7 a.m. and it rained. And it rained all day. And it was cold. So we were there all day. And I think we went home about midnight. Came back the next day and we kept finishing. Long story short, we knew it was gonna be tile the whole way. So, we're trying to do the best we could, but we just, with what we had, it was extremely hard. So anyway, we finished the slab the best we could and we got it done. It didn't collapse on us. However, the garage floor delaminated. I mean, obviously we trapped water. I mean, it was raining the whole time. So we had a couple of spots about this big that delaminated on the surface, and the builder went ahead and did an epoxy floor, and it cost me $3,500 for that too. So anyway, that was probably one of the worst jobs I've had. Everything that could have went wrong with that went wrong, and it was one of those jobs that the builder told me, make sure nothing goes wrong on this one, because this is for a very close friend of mine. And guess what? Everything went wrong with that job. So we got through it. It hurt. Again, it hurt real bad in the pocketbook, and but I just stuck with it. And again, at the time it was a small company, and it just kept growing and growing after that. But I mean, it was some tough times, some very tough times. And that's one that I remember where after that one, or actually during that pour or that job, I didn't know if I was gonna keep going. But we pushed through, and here we are now. The reason I came up with this series lately is because I've been trying to mentor Manny, and a lot of these stories are popping up. So I said, you know what, I think more people than Manny need to hear this, because I mean, a lot of people assume that being a general contractor, everything's great. And yeah, there's good days, but there's some really bad ones, and you need to get through that. And if you can get through that, you'll be fine. But getting through those times is not good enough. You need to learn from those times. So all right, I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll see you next time. We are Texas Barndominiums.